Hello and welcome to another episode of Golf Battle. Another pro chest. Yes, we're gonna open a pro chest in today's episode of Golf Battle, but we're also gonna play some Windy Cliffs Rush first, and then hopefully we'll get that gold lucky shot too, so we can play that and an advanced chest. So there will be a lot of stuff happening in today's episode of Golf Battle, but we're playing Windy Cliffs Pro, as it says on the video. So I hope you guys will enjoy this, and I hope I will play well. Because if I don't, then it will be a problem. But with these reverse holes, I'm still not really used to all of them. As you can see here, I didn't do what I was supposed to here. And that is totally mirrored, of course. I saw the direction of the wind, but I was still doubting it because that's not the way it normally goes, obviously. Here we go, and now we need to do something like this, right? And we should be fine. Yeah, very good actually. Oof, almost in as well. Good start to the video, very well played here by me. That's a good lineup too. Wow. And let's see this one, which is this one. Let's get a little bit closer and... okay. We screwed it up. We had a good thing going, but then we screwed it up. But that wasn't too bad still. First place, I'll take it. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. At 500 subscribers, there will be a VIP chest opening. At 750, there will be another, and at 1000, there will be a huge opening. So if you guys want to support me, definitely hit the subscription button. We're actually very close to 500 subscribers currently. So we can probably reach that goal if everybody who's watching just press the subscription button now if you're not already subscribed. You get videos sent directly to you. It's just a win-win scenario, and it's completely free, of course. So why not do it? Really helps me out because I am trying to become a bigger Golf Battle channel, and it definitely helps when you subscribe. I enjoy Windy Cliffs. I always do enjoy Windy Cliffs. It's a great world, in my opinion, because the skill ceiling might seem high, but it really isn't. You just need to learn the holes. I think it's more about figuring out the best way to go about the holes, more so than having to learn hard shots. Then I think Mayan Jungle has a harder skill ceiling than what Windy Cliffs does, but you need to learn more in Windy Cliffs than Mayan Jungle. So some people might say that Windy Cliffs is harder, but objectively I don't think it is harder. It's just a very different sort of vibe, so you really have to learn where to go on the certain holes, but there's nothing really on Windy Cliffs that you need to execute to perfection, so to speak, and there's a lot of that on Mayan Jungle. So because of that, just sheer fact, I would say Windy Cliffs is a little bit easier when you get to know it, when you learn it properly. Yeah, that's just a little thought for you guys there. And then there are some shortcuts like this that you should, skip the geyser. You quickly get into the hole that way. And things like that. But it's like small things often on Windy Cliffs, whereas on Mayan Jungle there are like actual, full skips. That would have been super cool actually, if we managed to do that somehow. But yeah, on Windy Cliffs there are no like full shortcuts, full skips, and there are no super precise shots, and Mayan Jungle has all of that, so yeah. I still prefer Mayan Jungle. I think it's the better world, but I think the skill ceiling is lower on Windy Cliffs, even though the holes are more bigger and more advanced if you're not going into the micro. Like in the macro, sure, the Windy Cliffs holes are more extensive and can be harder to fathom, but not to master. Then it's much harder with the Mayan Jungle holes. And where does Sakura Garden land in this? I don't know. Some of the holes on Sakura Garden are the hardest holes in the game, while others aren't really that hard at all. So it's very hard to place Sakura Gardens for me, because I don't really know where I would honestly place it. That was so cool. Did you see that snipe, guys? I honestly think it's a very hard placed hole. Because there are some holes that are very, I mean a hard placed world, because there are some holes in Sakura Garden that are very easy, and then there are some that are very hard. So it's a hard sell to place that anywhere. But I would say it's one of the harder track sets. I would say the hardest world, hands down, is probably Snowy Valley, followed by Mine Jungle, followed by Windy Cliffs, followed by Sakura Garden, followed by Rocky Mountains, followed by Pine Forest, if we're talking difficulty in becoming really good at them. But that's just a personal list. Of course, you can have different opinions. It's not... there's no universal list on which world is easy, which world is hard. I think it's a lot down to personal preference, how well you can manage to master these worlds. Plays into it quite a bit. As you can see, I'm doing another route on this hole. I've started doing this instead now. It's slightly quicker. So why not just do it, you know? If it's slightly quicker, it would be stupid not to, right? So, and that hole, I go upstairs instead of downstairs. This hole is a very fun one, I think, because usually people screw it up and I don't, and I get a little bit of a catch-up moment there, or like I can get ahead at sometimes, so I really do enjoy that one. Let's do 2 more here and then call it a day. So let's start here. Okay. This one I dislike because I always do it wrong, but this time it worked. This one is fine. It's very straightforward. But like, it's kind of a boring hole. It's not a hard hole though. It's just kind of boring. Here you do want to get in there. This one is very weird in reverse, actually. I normally don't go in there, do I? No. Huh. Very weird to see that one in reverse. Is that fine? Yeah, it is. It's hard to know if you are good to go on this hole, though. And I do that too often. I need to roll it more forward. Dude. Yeah, that was horrible. That's on me. That's on me. I could have easily finished in the top 3 there. Alright, one final one before I leave you guys. And then of course we'll do the rewards and the pro chest that I promised you. Of course, all of that is coming. Otherwise it wouldn't be in the title. Nice, good job. Right. Sometimes I overdo that one, but in today's video I haven't really been doing that. I hate when you do this because it takes so long. It's good for Classic, obviously, because it's easier to get it in immediately afterwards, but for the sakes of Rush, it's not the best, is it? This is one of my favorite holes in Windy Cliffs. A shame I don't get it that often, but I really do love that hole. It's a very fun hole to play. The sound is still reversed on these holes. Like you still hear the sound in the wrong ear, which is very interesting, even though the map itself is reversed. But yeah, there we go. Now let's see what we can get from all of this stuff. So we're gonna do it in order of importance, of course, but let's collect the lucky shot first, and then let's do the normal chest first. Alright, and then let's do the advanced chest in here. Wow, what a bad advanced chest. And then we do the pro chest here. VIP item, please. Okay, 2 premiums at least. The iceberg and then a duplicate. Okay. Well, there we go. Now let's do the gold lucky shot. Do you believe in me, guys? Whoa. That was some bullcrap, I think. I did that. I did this lucky shot in the last video, and I think I did exactly the same amount of power, and yet this time I moved way further than what I did in the last one. Interesting. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's episode, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.